Once your organization has invested so much in attracting talent, you can manage your building to optimize the performance of that talent. This book reveals the secret to capturing the value locked up in your building's most important and expensive asset, the people you hire. Are you using your building as a human resources tool? For workers, prospective employees ask questions about the nature of their responsibilities, their boss, their salary, and how much vacation time they will get. Now, it's time to ask questions about the one thing that will have the biggest impact on your health and performance, the place where you will be working. What are your building managers doing to optimize your indoor environment? Are they tracking indicators of environmental quality and taking corrective action when something is off? Are they simply meeting minimum performance requirements, or are they adopting strategies that promote your well-being? Are you interviewing your building? For investors and developers, the green building movement is giving way to the healthy building movement, and for good reason. The green building movement was largely built chasing monetary savings from energy savings. By one estimate, over $7 trillion in real estate institutional capital tracks the performance of green buildings. Yet, this investment was driven by chasing 1% of the cost to operate our buildings: energy, waste, and water. But we don't build buildings to save energy. We build them for people. Is your investment future-proofed for the coming healthy buildings movement? For all of us on this planet, buildings affect our health through their intimate relationships with our energy system and the changing climate. Global energy production is dominated by fossil fuel use, and buildings consume 40% of that energy. In some places like New York City, it's close to 80%. Energy-saving features in buildings, therefore, come with a health co-benefit in terms of reduced emissions of air pollution and greenhouse gases. Does your building come with a public health benefit? In this book, we bring together 40 years of health science, building science, and business science to explain why buildings matter so much for our health and wealth. The three disciplines have been historically treated as separate, but they are, in fact, inextricably linked. We provide the hard scientific evidence to make the business case for healthy buildings, while showing in practical terms how buildings can be used to create this win-win value proposition for owners, occupants, developers, and society. In this book, we will show you exactly how you can unlock this value proposition by providing answers to questions that the market is asking. What is a healthy building anyway? How do healthy building strategies affect the performance of my company? What is driving this movement? How will smart buildings intersect with healthy buildings? How do we create and capture value by mapping investments to benefits? Can we scale this globally? These are just a few of the questions we will tackle as we show you how to unlock the potential of your buildings to create economic value and improve human health and performance. Part 1. The Case for Healthy Buildings. Chapter 1. Who are we, and why should you care? The first wealth is health. Ralph Waldo Emerson. John's Awakening. I was born to build. Before I could talk, I had trucks and bulldozers and a cornmeal mini sandbox in the kitchen. I regaled my infant sister by stacking up cantilevered block structures from floor to ceiling. How much width can we get off a single block base? How few units to reach the ceiling? This aptitude for building is in my DNA, one could say. In 1904, my great-grandfather left a big national construction firm to establish the George B. H. Macomber Company. He built the first structural steel building in Boston. It's now called 79 Milk Street, and the Weld Boathouse at Harvard, before there was a bridge across the Charles River. The firm passed from father to son in 1927, and then my own father bought the family business in 1959. One of his early projects, the hexagonal waffle slab floors at the Yale Art Museum, showcased his ability to think in 3 dimensions across time. He had to imagine how the finished concrete would look, where the reinforcing steel would go, and, upside down and backward, how the plywood should end up so that he could effectively strip it from the underside without ripping it apart. My siblings and I bought the family business in 1990 and picked up where Dad left off. I designed formwork for cast-in-place buildings, where stairs might alternate above and below a continuous sidewall made of the same monolithic concrete pour.